Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Pone, and I'm sure you're asking yourself, what is Call of Duty Ghosts? What is a series that I run talking about very popular or underestimated or unknown games and talk a little bit about them and kind of review them. Now, what I want to talk to you guys about today is the brand new Call of Duty title. One is released every year. Today we have Ghosts. Now, I'm going to do something a little back-asswards today, and that is actually give you the rating of the game first instead of saving it to the end. I would give Call of Duty Ghosts a 4 out of 10. And it's a steady, stable 4 out of 10, give or take a point if you're willing to fluctuate. But this game, to me, has come as a major disappointment for a few different reasons, and I want to talk about them. Stability-wise, the way the game controls, gun shoot, is what you would expect out of Call of Duty title, and it is significantly okay. It's something that you can do. Do the guns work? Do things shoot things? Yes. That's generally what you look for in a shooter, and there are a lot of shooters that can't get that part right. But that's about the only thing about this game that seems to be proper. The game just seems bland, boring, no innovation whatsoever. I have looked for it. I shouldn't have to look for this is the #1 FPS franchise in the world, and I'm trying to find things about this game that make it special or make it stand out or make it seem new. Can't do it. Where's Waldo? Don't know. It's just one of those things that I'm easily disappointed with. I loved Black Ops 2. In the first 2 weeks, I had every gun diamond in the game. There were goals, unique things. The game looked polished. It was kind of beautiful. I really, really appreciated Black Ops 2. I think they did good and better. That is the best gun customization they've had in a Call of Duty game in a long time, and the closest thing we've had to weapon balance in a long time, too. And this game, I've not dabbled in it enough, and nor will I, to see how well the guns are balanced. I have noticed that this game just seems like a repackaged, repurposed, another thing. Visually, this game is a downgrade. It seems like something that they, a prototype of the original Call of Duty. The colors are horrible. If there was a book based over this game, it'd be 50 Shades of Grey. If there was a show based after this game, it would be Grey's Anatomy. If a condiment was after this game, it would be called Grey Poupon. Everything about this thing is gray or tan. It's bland, it's boring, it's ugly. Okay, Poupon may actually describe the game a little better, but you know what I'm getting at. It seems like every game, every map is really gray or really tan. There's not really too much color. It's not vibrant. It's not beautiful. And I know that's not the most essential part to any game, but this is the game. This is the shooter. This is the one that the majority of people buy and play, the top-selling FPS franchise in the world, and you can't even put in a couple pretty colors? Now, I know that's not a major gripe, but, I mean, you need to expect things from Call of Duty, and I think I'm taking this so hard is because out of all the years that Call of Duty may or may not have hit the marks, this is the year that they needed to the most. You've got games coming out challenging it now, like Battlefield 4. You got free-to-play games that are better than Black Ops 2 and Ghosts and everything like that nowadays, like Blacklight Retribution. There are games that are polished, better customization, better gunplay, better hit detection, better visuals, everything in almost every category. Better than the last couple Call of Duty titles. And these games are free to play, relatively unknown publishers and developers. Things are changing. Next-gen consoles are coming out. Where the bar has been lifted, we can create better and bigger titles. And this is the time where Call of Duty needs to show why it is king. This is where it needs to say, yo, we can still innovate, we still got this. We don't just need to bring in a dog and put a vest on it. Fuck no. That's not innovation. That's not making things new or special. Cool, a couple new game types. It doesn't seem like it's anything better. It doesn't seem like anything has changed. It seems like the same COD every year. And that's discouraging to me because they put a new one out every year. And you think they'd be able to change it up a bit more than what they are right now. Add new things to it. But this game is actually the first one that I think is actually a step back. Visually, this game is ugly. It handles okay. It's just, there was no new customization, no innovation whatsoever from what I can tell. And it's the first time, there are games and aspects of every Call of Duty and every game that you can get upset with, especially as the game's life progresses. You're going to find things that usually didn't irritate you at the start, but will later. It's a running joke on YouTube that everybody's like, oh, and before commentators suck the dick of Call of Duty, and 2 months later they're going to be back on the previous COD and bitching and bad-mouthing bitching and bad-mouthing the current game, and that's kind of an ongoing joke about Call of Duty commentators, and it's entirely true. Above all, there's actually a community within a community on YouTube of people that subscribe. There's a couple commentators in particular, who I'm not going to name, that make a living off of YouTube about bitching about Call of Duty, complaining about Treyarch in every game, complaining about hit detection and snipers and campers. And they have a following because people just mutually want to follow and be like, yeah, preach on, this game sucks dick, let's all join hands and kiss each other. There's a community within inside your game that hates your game. And everybody just nods it off. That's not where Call of Duty should be. Call of Duty should be at the top. I am a fan of Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty. Call of Duty 4 is one of the best shooters that I've ever played. MW2 innovated so much. So many of these games have been steps forward. This game is stationary. It's sitting still. If anything, visually, it sets it back. And I know it's not the biggest problem in the world, but this game just doesn't feel like I want to play it. It looks like the remnants of a failed Kickstarter program. Like, this game does not make me feel like I'm playing the best game there is. You know, it's just one of those things. So I just wanted to put that out there, and I want you guys to think of that from that kind of perspective. I'm a YouTuber. There are games and companies that reach out to me all day long. Quite often they're like, hey, we'll pay you to promote this product. We'll pay you to play this game. Show it off to our fans. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be like, no. And they're going to be like, why? And I'm like, because your game just doesn't look like it's worth spending time on promoting it to people. If this game did not have the Call of Duty title behind it, and somebody was to send me this game directly, and they were like, we'll pay you $2,000 to promote this game, I'd say no, because it's not up to par, and it's not on the caliber of the other shooters out there, even the free-to-plays. And that, to me, is embarrassing. The game and the year that they needed to step up with Next Gen coming out, Killzone, Halo, Titanfall, Battlefield 4, the 1 year where they had to step up their game to show that they are a contender, they made no forward progress. And that's the reason why I give this game a 4 out of 10. They made no innovation, no steps forward. The game is actually visually a step backwards, and it shoots. That's customary for every game. So, to be honest, this game is not worth your money. I know people are going to buy it anyways because it's Call of Duty. And I am straight honestly going to admit that this is going to be the one and only time I will ever play this game. I'm not censored or, coveted by the guys that create and develop this. I can speak openly and freely about this and criticize it as I will, and I am disappointed in them. I was really expecting to put this game in the rotation on my channel and give it a permanent home, and I never ever thought it would be this dull, for the lack of better words. Another kind of gripe about the game is there's a lot of levels been added to it. There are a lot of roofs and windows and stuff, promoting a lot more camping, which I'm not too fond of. I'm getting killed by a lot of guys in corners and windows and roofs, and it may not be the best thing for a Call of Duty title, something that's just all about quick play, running around and gunning. It just seems a little easier for people to cheese it up a little bit, so it's just one of my concerns. But above all, it's really coming down to first impressions. There's a saying, it's that first impressions are everything. And my first impression of this game is not very good. And true story, I went downstairs today, and my stepmother was over, and she's like, how's that new game, Ghosts? And I said, it's horrible. And she says, can you take it back because it sucks? Her words, not mine. And I said, no, I can't do it. It's kind of like a kid. Once you have it, you're stuck with it. But you can't get rid of it or sell it if you want. And it's just one of those things. I mean, a lot of people are saying that, the game runs fine. So if you're looking for a game that runs fine and you can use guns, boom, Call of Duty Ghosts has got you covered. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Be sure to click that like button. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of hate in the comments. I want you guys to respect each other and have a good day. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Again, like I said, the game handles fine. It's just there's so many things that they could have done with this game, and it feels like a repackaged prototype or something. It's just discouraging. So thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will catch you on another video tomorrow.